The task was a response to 9/11, and at the time my daughter was almost 2, and I wanted her to grow up happy and with Snicker bars and Scooby-Doo, and I was sad. I was very sad. And a couple weeks after that happened, I went to bed and I had a dream. So in this dream, I'm talking to someone, and it's a male voice, but I never see them. And I'm assuming it's kind of my idea of what God might be or what have you, And I'm ranting and I'm raving about, all these different world religions and how they don't care about each other and they're killing each other, whatever. And so every time I mention, a different religion, I make a scribbly mark and just making chaos basically on this piece of paper. When I finished, the voice tells me, it says, well, what you have to understand is that everything you've drawn here makes up the realm of humankind. And when they said that, the lines became like wrinkles in a cloth. So it's like I was looking at this white piece of cloth that was, the lines raised up and became wrinkles. And the voice tells me, the thing that you need to understand is that all of this together makes up the realm of God. And when the voice said that, it was like someone pulled the edges of the cloth straight out and everything went smooth again. And so the next morning I woke up and I wasn't sad or depressed anymore. And so how do you boil that down into an artwork? Maybe that was the hardest part of the whole project, was how to boil that dream down into something that might be understood by other people, Because I'm not one of these artists that likes to do things and then leave it to art critics or other artists to interpret and come up with something for everyone else to think. Well, the cloth and the wrinkles seemed like it was key, so I knew I had to do something with that, but having a wrinkled cloth laying on the floor just wasn't going to do it, So that's when I brought in the text to try to, get the religious aspect, into the piece. And then the more I worked with it and I thought about the ironing, and then I started thinking about the ironing board as an altar, and it just kind of took off, in that direction. The saying, ironing out the wrinkles, and the differences, and I think it's pretty straightforward and pretty basic, and I guess anymore my thing is responsibility, I felt like a responsibility to put that out there, but I couldn't imagine not doing something about that important event, and I felt it was my responsibility to share it, with the public. It'd be very good if this work that I made could go beyond me.